when I got my foam, I did some silly things and I didn't seal it, and then I flipped another one and they've just been falling apart on me a little bit. So I've had to, this is actually one of the better of the beds, so I'm going to do it properly this time and fix it up. So I'll show you guys how I put the holes and everything inside the beds. Okay, so with it like that, I needed to put new holes inside of the DWC bed. So I have myself some new foam. I get this from a place that's pretty much down the road that sells foam insulation. I ask them to cut it to order, they cut it for me, and they drop it off for me. So it's quite easy and it's pretty inexpensive for what I get. So one thing I couldn't figure out when I was looking for information was how far apart to space actual plants. And the answer is it really depends. If you're growing something like lettuce, then 25 centimeters is fine, because they won't overcrowd each other and I've got enough room for the plants to grow. If you're growing something like tomatoes, then you want to have a bit more room so they can spread apart, the roots have a bit more growth underneath it before they start competing, and I'd recommend somewhere like 40 to 50 centimeters. So the first time I did it, I tried to use one of these, which is a little hole saw, and it was not a good idea. It'll just chew through it and you'll get bits of styrofoam absolutely everywhere, and I would not recommend it. So when I got it smartened up a little bit, I discovered that foam burns really easily. So I have fire, I have pipe that I can heat up, and it works quite well. So I'll start burning these and show you how it's done. So I have my little flamethrower, I have a piece of pipe that's the right size, and basically heat it up until it's quite hot. Now it's a decent sized pipe, I don't know if you guys can see that. So I'm just heating it up till it is quite a good temperature. And it just goes through like butter. Okay, so next step after we've got that done, so once our holes are done, we need to seal the outside of it, because the UV rays will eat through the styrofoam in no time at all. So what I've got for that is a waterproofing paint. It's what you use to waterproof ponds and stuff like that, and it will work really well. It'll keep it all quite safe, quite fish safe, and it'll just work quite well. So I'm going to paint that lot on and go from there. Okay, so these have now both been painted and they are ready to go. Oh, not quite ready to go. They've got to dry, and I'll put another coat on them tomorrow, and then I'll whack them in there and put some plants in them. So 2 seconds later, they should be dry, second coated, and ready to go in. So the battery ran out on me when I was trying to put all that stuff in there, but it was a bit of a waste of time anyway, because we had a bit of a heat wave that came through after it, and most of the plants here died off. So I will replant some new ones. Hopefully you can hear me through the birds that are being quite pesky out there. And yeah, I hope you got something out of this episode, and if you got any questions or anything like that, please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys.